Right now at 5, a La Crosse road closure that could affect your commute.
And it's time to hit the slopes. We'll have more on Mount La Crosse's opening day.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The woman charged in September's fatal crash with an elderly pedestrian in Onalaska is bound over for trial. 40-year-old Megan Urch faces homicide by negligent vehicle operation. Investigators say Urch was not impaired but may have been distracted by her phone when she failed to yield to the pedestrian. She will be back in court for her arraignment in January.
Keeping tobacco from teens. That's the goal for a statewide program. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the numbers on how La Crosse County's efforts are making a difference. Grace.
Ken and Emily, La Crosse County recently conducted tobacco compliance checks as part of the Wisconsin Wins initiative. Wisconsin Wins is a program that works to reduce underage tobacco sales across the state. La Crosse County conducts checks by having 16 and 17-year-olds attempt to buy tobacco products. In La Crosse County, the average sale rate is only 5%. That's 63% lower than the state average. A county health educator says retailer education makes a big difference.
That helps keep those products, the tobacco and nicotine products, out of our young adults and youth hands, because starting earlier with one of those products does have a higher likelihood of lifelong addiction.
Teens through local outreach programs. This was the county's first compliance check since the pandemic. They plan to do annual checks going forward. Ken and Emily.
All right, Grace, thank you.
Tellurian showcases La Crosse's new 24-hour mental health crisis center today. The Jackson House will provide immediate help for people in crisis with nurses, clinicians, and peer support specialists on site. It's one of 5 new regional crisis facilities across Wisconsin.
Buffalo County will soon have a new healthcare option. Amplify Health by Gunderson opens its Mondovi Clinic December 16th. The new facility helps fill critical healthcare gaps in the region following the departures of providers like Prevea and HSHS.
Well, if you're on the roads today, be mindful of a closure that started within the hour. Northbound lanes of West Avenue between South Avenue and Green Bay Street will be closed for electrical work. There is currently a minor power outage in the area. It is expected to be closed for another 4 hours.
Well, definitely was cold out today, but we did have a lot more sunshine out there and lighter winds. So all in all, a lot better conditions here, especially as you go in the afternoon. We have more clouds a little bit out there, but outside right now, pretty much clear skies at both locations. We're in the upper teens at both locations. Actually, we climbed up pretty much into the upper teens to low 20s. Average temperature should be in the low to mid 30s. Now, we do have a little bit more cloud cover approaching from the northwest, but right now that won't be too much of an issue as we kind of scanned out. A little weak system's going to be kind of coming to our north later tonight. They'll provide more clouds going into Friday, especially further north you go, but all in all, it's still fairly quiet conditions. Big time temperatures here. Yes, it's cold in the Midwest section, but if we kind of scan out and look to the west, well, they have milder conditions right there. Highs 30s, 40s, even some 50s in the Intermountain West. So that is what's going to be coming in store for us over the next several days. And this evening, we're just looking at really quiet conditions, a little bit of a wind chill, but winds fairly light, steady in the teens with a little bit more increase in clouds as we go throughout the evening hour. And very similar story for La Crosse, just kind of slowly going back down to 14 degrees with really light winds and more clouds as we go throughout the later evening. Now, later on, once we see these temperatures here, we'll drop back into the teens and single digits. We're going to warm back up for the rest of the weekend. We have more clouds to talk about, but we also got 40s, maybe a 50 to talk about too.
I like the sound of that.
Oh boy.
Thanks, Craig. Well, I guess it's time to hit the slopes for ski and snowboard season. Today is opening day at Mount La Crosse, open for its 65th season, nearly 2 weeks sooner than last year. A Mount La Crosse ski instructor credits the earlier opening to new snow machines and some good weather.
Because this is the most amount of snow we've been able to make at this time of the year ever. And so that's really cool. And as well, because we have a bunch of new snow machines, that's helped as well. So it's kind of surreal.
About half the area is open, with more terrain being added over the weekend.
Winona State students are shining a spotlight on public libraries. Mass comm groups from the university showcase their campaigns on how libraries play an important role in the community with events and connection. The exhibition was hosted by the Winona Public Library with hopes of challenging library stereotypes and bringing in more public support for their missions.
Our campaign focuses on some of the common misconceptions about the library, where people only really see it as books, but our campaign focuses on promoting the library as like a modernized community sphere where people can access digital resources.
The event also encouraged more reading, with students revealing their top 3 reads for December. A lacrosse buffet is reopening today after it closed for renovations. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is sharing with us what's new at Super Buffet. Jeremy.
The lights are back on, the food's back out, Super Buffet is reopened for business, and customers couldn't be happier.
I've been coming here on and off for like probably 12, 15 years. I try to get it once a day if I can. If I'm lucky, it's once a week.
Now, James Hayes is trying to make it to the buffet every day.
It's mostly the variety. They got real authentic Asian food, so it's mostly the variety and the chicken wings.
The variety is what keeps bringing him back and other customers who had to find other places to dine. Super Buffet closed in late September for renovations. The family replaced the flooring, ceiling tiles, and made the bathrooms nicer.
It was needed. The bathrooms weren't great. There were a lot of things that were just outdated, a lot of things that were unclean, just from the lack of maintenance.
The renovations cost between $7,000 to $9,000. Thanks to a GoFundMe, the buffet received some donations. The restaurant closed longer than anticipated.
We were set to open on November 4th, and then it got delayed to December 5th because it got bigger than we were originally thinking. We were just going to do slight cosmetics, just a little cleanup, but my dad went a little bit overboard. He really likes the waterfall, and the waterfall took about that long.
Super Buffet celebrated another accomplishment earlier this year, a Facebook post expressing concern over the future of the building after years of slow business inspired Christine Chen to share her family's story on Facebook of how her immigrant parents put their life's work into managing the restaurant. It caused an outpour of support. The Chens were going to sell the buffet last spring when they weren't seeing as many customers. But thanks to community support, as of now, they have no plans to. Reporting in La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. The buffet is open 6 days a week, Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Auto technician students at Western Technical College have some new homework parked in the garage. Dahl Automotive today presented the program with a new Ford F-150. It's part of a nationwide effort from Ford Motor Company to boost the auto technician industry. Instructors say they're usually having students practice on older vehicles, so a new truck is a game changer.
It's very important for our students to be exposed to the newest technology in the automotive field. That way when they go out to the industry, they're prepared for the industry.
That new F-150, valued at around $45,000, about 40 students will get to use it in their studies.
A La Crosse organization is moving into a new building and inviting the public to celebrate. Family and Children's Center hosted a holiday open house today at its new headquarters on Monitor Street.
It's expanded spaces. It's not necessarily more services and different programming. It's the same, but it offers better spaces for our clients.
If you missed today's open house, there's another one tomorrow from 7:30 to 10:30 a.m. Attendees are encouraged to bring an ornament representing themselves or their agency.
And a reminder, News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing event is tomorrow.
We're hosting 2 donation drives, one at Festival Foods in Onalaska and another at the Festival Foods in the Village Shopping Center in La Crosse. We're collecting monetary donations, sealed non-perishable foods, and new toys for the La Crosse Area Salvation Army, Toys for Tots, and Hunger Task Force. Crews will be outside at those festivals from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
A Wisconsin businessman up for an executive promotion.
What he's nominated to oversee for the next 4 years after this.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's huge gift sale is going on now. We carry an amazing selection of unique gifts for all the originals on your list. For the grill masters, Scrub Daddy grill brushes are just $12.49. For the builders and fixers, get $50 off this Milwaukee 2-tool combo kit. For your pets, these jumbo dog beds are $29.99. Rewards members save an extra $5. Plus, Blain's gift cards always make perfect gifts. Don't miss our huge gift sale, only at Blain's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-6870. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-387-6870. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab too.
Start your holiday shopping with the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Order a double smoked ham, prime rib, fresh turkey, or smoked salmon. Create a custom gift basket. Don't forget the beer and the best beef jerky for your get-together. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Donald Trump has tapped a Wisconsin businessman to join his administration. He's nominated Frank Bisignano to run Social Security. He's currently president and CEO of the financial tech company Fiserv, Inc. He previously had large roles at J.P. Morgan Chase and Citigroup. Fiserv, Inc. has the naming rights to the Fiserv Forum, home of the Milwaukee Bucks, and the host site of this summer's Republican National Convention. He'll remain Fiserv's CEO until the Senate confirms him. President-elect Trump's pick to lead the Pentagon is not giving up the fight to save his nomination.
This all happening while the two entrepreneurs tasked with slashing the size of the government are meeting with Republican lawmakers today. Erica Brown has more details from Capitol Hill.
Billionaire businessmen Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy met with Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill to talk about their plans to slash the government.
The overriding theme here is a return to common sense and a return to accountability and efficiency in government.
The two have vowed massive cuts to the government workforce, including eliminating entire agencies. Those kind of cuts have broad support among Republicans, but there is skepticism about how much they can pull off.
Fresh hell breaks loose from the people who get cut. And you've got to be willing to look them in the eye in front of God and country and say, look, I hear you, but it's not a priority and we've got to save money somewhere.
President-elect Trump's plans to cut the government come as he's deciding whether to cut loose Pete Hegseth, his pick to lead the Pentagon.
Hegseth is still meeting with senators amid allegations of alcohol abuse, sexual misconduct, and mismanaging money when he ran a nonprofit, allegations he denies.
Conversations have been robust, candid at times, with great questions on policy, personality, everything. So we're going to earn those votes. We're fighting all the way through the tape. We're grateful to have the president's support.
Hegseth has won over some support.
Now that I've heard his passion for this country and how he would turn the military around and focus on lethality, he sold me.
Trump has put together a short list of alternatives to Hegseth if needed. It includes Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who served as a Navy JAG officer, and Senator Joni Ernst, who spent more than 20 years in the National Guard. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
we have more clouds in store, but we definitely got above average temperatures coming, and especially this weekend. So the 40s are coming back. I'll explain how long we're going to see these mild conditions and if we got any precipitation for the weekend and beyond. That coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
The Ashley Black Friday event is extended, so now it's the Ashley, ooh, I am so going to be the hostess with the mostest now, extended Black Friday event. But don't wait, it's also the Ashley You Can Save Up to $1,000 store-wide extended Black Friday event.
Get great gifts this holiday season at Menards. Metabo has the power tools to take your project to the next level. Get any of these high-performance Metabo power tools today for just $99 each. Store your tools and organize your garage with our wide selection of Masterforce storage products. They're spacious, durable, and designed to last a lifetime. Get this Masterforce rolling tool chest for $699.98 now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Attention! If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 715-469-6907. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 715-469-6907. Again, that's 715-469-6907.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village and Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
The Ashley Black Friday event is extended, so now it's the Ashley Mommy Needs This More Than Anything Else in the World extended Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley You Can Get 0% interest for 72 months extended Black Friday event.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
Yeah, overall, it's going to be a quiet stretch of weather here through the weekend with more mild conditions. We got a few things to look at for this weekend, but overall, most areas will stay dry and mild. Really, the pattern's beginning to shift. All that ridge out to the west with those warm temperatures is beginning to shift east. The cold air and that northwest flow that we're still going on right now is going to start shifting eastward, but it's going to take another 24 hours. So we still got some of this cloud cover coming down, and there's some weak little systems that are also diving south too. So most we'll see through Saturday morning is cloud cover, but some areas might see a few flurries too going on with the passing systems. The good news is the temperatures are going to continue to go up. So more clouds through Saturday morning. We'll deal with that. If you're northeast of I-94, that's where more of the cloud cover or at least overcast conditions could occur at times. There also could be a few flurries further north and east to go. Won't amount to too much. We'll have some of that maybe Friday and all the way to Friday night. Very mild, even warm. 50 possible in some areas as we get towards Sunday too. So overall, it's going to be a stretch. We haven't seen these temperatures in a while. As you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to be in the teens. You'll have some cloud cover overhead. Southwest winds, but no wind chill to speak of. Then over time, that little weak system is going to come down, and you can kind of see a little bit of blue starting to show up. So there's a probability that you could see a little bit of flurry activity as you further north of Eau Claire through the morning hour. But about noon, and then it begins to push off to the northeast. That's that weak system. I think you'll see a few breaks in the clouds overall, but then Friday night we're going to see more as another weak system comes down. That'll keep the temperatures fairly warm going into Saturday morning, but it also could result in another opportunity further north to see some of this flurry activity as the system passes to the north into the UP of Michigan. So that's what we're kind of dealing with overall. But temperature-wise for tomorrow, getting closer to freezing here, upper 20s, low 30s. Further to the north, more clouds will keep those temperatures in probably the low to mid 20s, but all in all, warmer than we've had lately. But they could see a few flurries over in the morning hour. Big picture shows you really as we go on Friday, we have this another system. Here's the one coming Friday night, Saturday morning. Going to stay to the north, but provide at least some cloud cover and could extend into some of our areas for a few flurries. That passes overhead. More sun as we go into Saturday afternoon, but notice all the winds are all from the south. southwest, which means warmer conditions going into Saturday and even into Sunday. We do have more clouds as we go into Sunday, but overall that wind continues. So temperatures here for Saturday, look at all those 40s, mid-40s potentially in some of those areas. Even getting warmer as we go into Sunday. This is where we could get close to 50 for some areas if we get enough sun. There will be more clouds as we go in the afternoon, especially further north as that system to the west gets closer. That's our next chance of rain that we're looking at. Right now it's a fairly weak system as we go through Monday. It's going to come through, but most of the moisture will probably stay to the north and well to the south. So we'll see a front come through potentially late into Monday, but the chances for precipitation aren't that high going on. So if you look at the 8-day forecast, you can see we climb all the way up to 48. We have those rain chances and potential snow chances Monday and Tuesday, not looking that good, but then our temperatures do drop back to the 20s, especially as we go into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But overall, yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend coming up. 40s, we're going to have a reprieve from all the cold conditions, and then we'll come back to that probably later next week.
All right, looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm just going to soak up this weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. A liquid taste of the holidays.
How you can get your hands on gingerbread Pepsi coming up.
Tomorrow is News 8's annual Joy of Sharing. We're live at 2 locations this year, one in Onalaska and one at La Crosse, collecting donations. We'll see you starting at 5 a.m.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
At Perkins, holidays with the family just got better with our new fall off the bone baby back ribs and our new mega cinnamon rolls. Serving something delicious has never been easier. Only at Perkins.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, your new go-to for all things gourmet and kitchen chic. From artisanal cookware to unique gourmet ingredients, we've got everything to inspire your inner chef. Discover our exclusive collection of kitchen gadgets, quality knives, and delicious culinary delights. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a home cooking enthusiast, Hazel and Lola's is here to elevate your kitchen game. Hazel and Lola's, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
Getting the kids ready for school isn't always easy.
But knowing what it'll be like so they know what to wear makes it a little easier.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
In a sweet and spicy twist, Shaquille O'Neal is teaming up with Pepsi to launch a new holiday flavor.
That's right. The holiday-themed zero sugar gingerbread is only around for a limited time, and you can try it for free. Visit Pepsi.com to sign up for a free can giveaway, which runs through December 11th. I'm going to sign up right away. I think I was knocking it earlier. I was knocking it earlier just because zero sugar isn't necessarily that great for
Sure,
you.
there's something else
But
in
look
there.
at this can.
It's really good marketing.
It's
It
very
looks,
festive.
It looks fantastic. I'm not just a big gingerbread fan in general. I like the taste of it.
That
so
wouldn't make sense for
whether
you
it's
then.
a cookie or a soda, I'll take a pass, but I'll get the review from you.
I'm a big fan of free, so I'm going to hop on this.
If it's free, it's for thee.
Yeah, and I will give you guys a review afterwards.
Cool.
Okay, Greg will have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
During the Black Friday sale at Home Furniture, get bonus buy store-wide. Plus, get $100 off purchases of $9.99 or more, like this dining set, and $200 off purchases of $19.99 or more, like this sofa, during the Black Friday sale at Home Furniture.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's huge gift sale is going on now. We carry an amazing selection of unique gifts for all the originals on your list. For the home chefs, this West Bend Versatility Cooker with Tote, just $34.99. For the builders and fixers, $130 off this Craftsman Mechanics tool set. For your horses, introducing new AgriMaster Peppermint Horse Treats, $4.99. Plus, Blaine's gift cards always make perfect gifts. Don't miss our huge gift sale, only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know, it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-6870. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-387-6870. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab too.
During the Black Friday mattress sale at Home Sleep Express, get this Beauty Rest Harmony Queen mattress for just $3.99 with a lofty quilted top that offers advanced motion isolation and consistent support. Hurry in for this bonus buy. The Black Friday mattress sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, tonight we'll see more cloud cover, at least later in the night too, kind of thicken up, especially for areas north and east of Eau Claire. Otherwise cold, but we won't have that wind chill to deal with overnight with the lighter winds. They're out of the southwest, which is good news because we're going to warm up tomorrow. Clouds through Saturday morning, but overall very mild to warm weekend ahead.
All right.
You're going to be shredding those slopes at Mount La Crosse?
Soon.
Hopefully, I will be soon.
He will be soon. He's good, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 6.